One, ladies and gentlemen, the show continues. The show continues. Greetings and salutations, blessings to all. Aloha, everyone. Aloha. It's great to be here back on. I think we're on our third stage of grief, which is still denial. we all up in here. It's fun to be here tonight. We appreciate everybody. We remind everybody that here at King's Pizza, it's a practice of freedom of speech. That's what we're all about right here. So, Jack. Got some good news today. We're going to lose our third comedian, Jack. Jack's going to be the one. He's leaving us to college. To college. We're going to have a roast of him on Friday the 13th. The massacre of Jack. Like I was saying, we're all about freedom of speech here. It's all going to be free, open expression. That's free, but the pizza costs money. We ask everybody to please buy pizza. That costs money. What are we going to talk about? My name is Paco. Look, I'm going to be the host for tonight. I'm going to be coming up and expressing some stuff that people may not be agreeing with me about. I always find out, like, if people agree with me. First thing I found out is that Erika mom speaks way better Spanish than me. Oh, she came in. I was just like, oh, shit. I thought you was my grandma for a second. You look like my grandma, too. I thought she was like, mira, ven acá. Like, see, mom. Wait, speak. I'm bad because I'm Puerto Rican, 100% Puerto Rican. And people are like, do you know Spanish? I'm like, oh, a little bit. Like, I can sing along with songs that say, yo trato, pero no te olvido. Yo lucha, 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 pero no consigo. Yo pongo todo de mi parte, pero no es suficiente. Es como seguir nadando contra la corriente. That's it. That's all I got. That's as much Spanish I got in me. Justin Bieber speak better Spanish than me. What happened? It's blue? Blue sliding firecrackers outside? Justin Bieber speak better. They make everybody's making all the pop songs are all made into Spanish now. Like, yo, I'm like, you gotta learn that. She know you a Spanish teacher? What she say? You Filipino? It's close. No, she says she speaks a little bit. She's learning. I know, I understand it. You know why? Because I grew up in a Puerto Rican household. And when you grow up in a Puerto Rican household, they got this rule with kids. It's kids are to be seen and not heard. So you see it, you learn Spanish, but you don't get to say nothing. Because you just sitting there following rules. Like, you had this thing in Puerto Rico called the cocotazo. You know what a cocotazo is? Cocotazo is when you mess up, you get one of these. Right? It's not abuse. It's just a recorrection. It's like a reset button for the kids. You know how you turn it off and turn it on? Same thing. Like, yo, you just get a badass kid, just a boop, right on his head. He just fix up like. I think that's what happened to Erika. Erika, you should have cocotazoed her a couple more times. Erika, troublemaker. But I think that's the cure for America. Like, we got all this hate and this violence going on and these mass shootings. You know what's the cure for that? The cocotazo, right? Boom, I just catch them when they're little kids. Systematic child abuse, folks. That's what I'm talking about. I used to get beat by my dad. In checkers. In checkers. They call it O'Reilly's. So I know I used to get beat. That ain't even my joke. I probably heard that in the Joe Coy special. I be stealing people's jokes. I wait till they die first, though. I want to steal one of Rohan's jokes. Can I steal one of Rohan's jokes? Rohan used to come up and be like, this is the first words I've ever heard out of Rohan's mouth. Rohan come up to me and be like, hey, do you know why Santa Claus is all wet? I'm like, no, why is Santa Claus all wet? Because he works with reindeer. Like, he just come up, he used to get cigarettes off like people like that. Like, he just come up and just be like, can I tell you a riddle? Like, where he was like the most free-spirited person ever. Like, Me and him, I always say, like, me and him are like cut from the same cloth. If you know our personalities, we were like two different versions of the Joker. Like, he was like the Joaquin Phoenix version of him, because he's like, you know what I mean, loser, like, alcoholic, getting abused a whole lot. But me, I'm the other one, like, you know what I mean? I'm the Joker that'd be really killing people and be organized, and they got a strong army behind me. Y'all all part of my army, that's just cool. We gonna be called the Rohan Riders from now on. That's the I'm mad because I don't even got one of the Rohan Rider masks and shit. I bought a whole bunch of them though. And just gave them out. Like, I didn't think it was, I mean, you take shit for granted. Like, take shit for granted. This motherfucker owe me money. Yo, damn. Rohan was telling me how, not Rohan, Mike Rayo was telling me how, like, and this is true, like when you sad going through stuff, it makes girls horny for some reason. Like, they'll come up and want to get all cuddly with you and be like, oh.
You gonna steal jokes all night?
Because you ain't gonna. I'm gonna make it funnier though, because you know what they call that? Morning sex. Mike Rayo got Asperger's, that's why he's screaming like that. He eat a whole lot of, his ass eat a lot of burgers. What else? Rohan's one of the most athletically diverse persons you've ever met before too. He used to beat us in basketball all the time. Like, I'm a real ass basketball player. Like, he be really facing, and Rohan be taking shots between shots, yo. Like, he be pissy drunk, drinking vodka, drunk and monking it, just ball going in. Like, gave me the best. I boxed him a whole bunch of times. We wrestled. Like, it's real crazy. He spoke 3 different languages. 3 different languages. He spoke English, barely. He spoke Japanese. Full-on Japanese. Yo, like this, he be right here on stage. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you a joke in Japanese. Hong chong 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 chong. And we be thinking he just bullshit, and then a Japanese guy passing by start laughing like, like, yo, it worked. He really speaking Japanese. I thought it was gibberish. No. You know what else? What language he speak? Homeless people. Yeah, whenever we had a problem with a homeless person, we like, Rohan, go talk to him. And Rohan go right up to him like, listen, Billy, you gotta get up. You can't stay here, Billy. And Bill guy be like, oh, Rohan. Like, wow. Me and Rohan like cut from the same cloth, but we like different parts of the uniform. Because his thing was just like mad wildness. I'm like, yo, come on back in. Calm the fuck down. He brought so much shit to the stage. He was the king of props. He would bring up props and not talk about them. Ain't that fucked up? Like, he'll bring props in. He bring people in. Like real artists and shit that he'll see from the, yo, want to help me out with this bit. And they'll come on stage and he won't even address them, won't say nothing. And anything one time he came with a pit bull. I remember when he came with a pit bull, he came with a drum set, tattoo guns. Then until we found out he was in the wrong path of life. He's a horrible comedian, but a world-class poet. Damn, we didn't understand that. Like, how the hell all that came out of you? Like, it was all beautiful. He come out, he got these, he said this one poem was talking about the pain of and the hunger of not obesity, obesity. Give it up to the 35 pounds Mike Rayo lost. It's hot back that bitch, yo. But Rohan, he had a poem about the addiction problems of the Cookie Monster. Yeah, the Cookie Monster. He was like, I love the cookies. I'm like, yo, that is a hit, dog. You need to do that all the time. I'm like, hunger, and I can't stand, I will kill for some cookies. Like, yo, like, damn. So, we're gonna have a service for him on the 22nd. We're going to get his wife out so she can hear these jokes too. Hidomu, Kimura, some shit. It's like a tap out. We'll find out. We'll send it to people. It's messed up because he always talk about a wife. We don't know her name. She came here once, was so ashamed. Like everybody else got shoes, Rohan. Rohan, that's because of her. Rohan had the best living conditions of any comedian on the scene. He may look homeless, but no, he had a very beautiful house. I've been to his house. Yeah, after camping with him, he was, let's go get breakfast. Like, no, Rohan. Because I'm thinking, he gonna take us to the homeless shelter, and we gotta like fist fight people for food. Like, nah, it's not a good time for me, Rohan. I don't want to go. No, I'm a good He took us to his house. I was in complete shock. Like, it was in the hood, but it was beautiful inside. He had furniture. It was clean. He had pets. A kid's room, a master room. Like, oh, this is way better than mine. Like, my shit look like the Joker. My shit just fucking shit everywhere. Everything organized. Like, this pile of clothes is the clean clothes. This pile's over my weapons. This pile is my dirty clothes. I mean, gotta be organized. Rohan was very. We still think that he might be in Cuba somewhere with Tupac, so we never know. Until we get foolproof, you never know. But as of now, I think I just graduated to the level 4 stage of griefing, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We're gonna keep the show moving on. Is he first on the list?
He's always first on the list.
He's always first on the list. He's perennial first on the list. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my voice, please make some noise for Tony Karate.
Yeah! Yeah, it's all the same person. It's all the same person. Negrelli, yeah. Look, the internet's a weird world, you know what I mean? We got Cheesy Goat Girl, I feel like you understand Tony Karate. I didn't even go, that's how gangster you are, man. Tony is still like my name, you know? I think it's very difficult it would be hard for me to persuade people to call me that. Jack, would you have a problem with that, calling me Cheesy Goat Girl? That's how I identify now, as a goat girl. Sexuality dairy. Yeah. Dairy audience in the house. I feel like you guys are all my fans because I do recognize you, which is that's a point in every. I'm just wondering if this is what it looks like when you become a famous comic. If some point this is what it's, right? At some point it's Kapahulu on a Friday. This is me on my way to stardom. That's good, guys. This place is awesome. Okay, how many of did everybody here order? Did you order yet? You have to. I'm sorry. I know we weren't charging. Like, look, this is how it goes. I don't think that's the meanest thing we could do, right? Hey, you have to buy a pizza if you want to laugh. Like, oh, both of the, those are both happy things. That's a weird thing to threaten with someone. Sir, eat something delicious, please. Oh, I like that. That's confidence. I like that. He let me know where I could stick my mouth. That was a very dominant move. I like that. I thought about it actually for a minute. I'm like, really? Like when you,
smiling in case you can't tell.
I like that. It wasn't a threatening taste my dick. It was like, hey, you said something delicious and in Kapahulu, and my package is. It's like when someone has your name too, right? He's looking at pizza. Sorry. That's crazy. You don't have to do that. I don't mean to threaten you. You can also give money to charity. Right? Did you do that? Yeah, guys, Paco writes it on the flyer. All right, purchase necessary. Why do we live in a lawless time? I should have expected that. There's no mask in here. I know, that's why no one's buying purchase with necessary. I know. Oh, this is my crusade. Buy a slice for homeless people, everyone. Do that. Yeah? Yeah, look at that. See, you hear that cheering? I could be a politician. Right? I'm like an ethnic Trump. I might have a chance, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if Donald Trump looked like me? It might have gone 2 terms. I say a lot of racist stuff and people still don't believe it. He didn't smile enough, you know? I think that's his problem. Gotta smile more. But no, let me hit you guys with this one. I'm running for office, political office, and I'm running on a platform inspired by mushroom. We're gonna feed everybody in America. Mushroom style. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There's no reason why we can't have the fattest homeless people in the world.
That's right.
That's what this place taught me. There's a lot of people here with food goals. Could spend part of their food goal money making the homeless fat. I think that's a good strategy, actually. I think that's the one demographic that you want to fatten. Right? That's like energy reserves. You know what I'm using science here. You know MREs? These are not for the Weight Watcher folks, the meals ready to eat that the military eats. You know what I'm talking about? They pack those things with calories. Right? Calorie density matters, and that's what she's delivering in every slice. An efficient meal for the field-ready citizen. I love that. Not for me, Mike, for people without houses. That should be the new program. When you get to the point where you have to pay your bill at a restaurant, if you don't have a house, you're good. You're good. Just eat and go. The rest of us will just over-tip. Right? That'll do it. That's what King's Pizza is. We're going to over-tip. We're going to fatten the homeless. I don't think we're going to be able to make them not homeless. Right? Let's be real about that. But let's make being homeless awesome. Can we vote for that? We tried to end hope. That's not going to end. Our weather's too good. All right? We don't have the fortune that Chicago has, where every year they just get that little thing that just kind of sweeps away people that don't have money for their gas bill. Right? We don't get that here. So let's just make it great. I don't know why that thing gets cheers. All right. I'm going to keep campaigning. I'm going to keep testing my platform out. I got another one. I've done a lot of things in my free time, people. I've solved racism. No thank yous, nothing? Thank you. Yeah, thanks. We'll see anybody else solving racism. It's easy. It's easy. First off, we gotta give money back to the police. I know that's not the... You're giving me those eyes, Erika. I know, you're giving me that moped look. I get it. But we gotta do that. We gotta refund law enforcement. But, here's the catch. The only people that are allowed to be police now are black people. How crazy is that? Yeah, you don't know anymore. That one's super confusing. I'm giving money to law enforcement, but only black people are cops now. Write something about that, Wall Street Journal. Yeah, see, no one knows how to feel about that. But you see, because nobody's happy, we should all be happy. There we go. See, I'm killing it on these political platforms. I'm solving problems left and right. I hate everything. I hate everything. I'm sorry. I do. That's why I want people to vote for me. I would stop the Olympics right now. Are you guys enjoying it? Is that worth? We don't even pay money for the Olympics. How does the Olympics get money? Advertise? Really? Don't we all just watch it for free on Facebook? Like, I don't have a television anymore. It's in my pocket. How does the Olympics get any money? It's amazing to me. I think it's because they've watered down their brand. A gold medal doesn't mean anything, right? Once they started hawking them at that Phelps guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Meaningless, right? They were all for swimming. Swimming forward, swimming backwards, swimming with his teammates. Isn't that bullshit? Like, the decathlon is like 10 events. That's only one medal. We got to go back to that. I think every gold medalist should have to face each other in Mortal Kombat. And in the end, Highlander style, there can be only one. One gold medal per year. Whatever country gets it, they're the best. And they get to tell everyone what to do. All right, thanks everybody. I think that went great. That's good. I'm glad I recorded. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's good. Thank you.
That's right, y'all. Tony Karate. Tony Karate doing the thing. Got a lot of ladies in the audience. Really love the ladies. Ladies making a lot of moves lately. Getting a lot of just, it's been going on because women are just on a whole nother level. Like, women could handle a whole lot. You know what I mean? I'm raised by a strong woman in my household. My mom was like the most strongest person I know. Like, she went through a whole lot and worked hard and still don't complain. Well, she complained a little bit, but I mean, not really. She still go to work all the time. And I talk to her all the time. Hi, Mom. That's funny. But you know, I think what's funny about women, like, women could do things that men can't, right? It's not you. Y'all could do better than us. Like, for one thing, like, I could do this right now. Look, no cheering, no screams, nobody giving me no jewelry. If any of y'all ladies right now is to pull your titties out right now, everybody's gonna cheer. Everybody's gonna cheer. Any kind of little extra you gonna show us? Yes, pull out your titty right now. Go ahead. We gonna be, yeah. We don't care. We do not care. I wish there was an equivalent for men to have that. Well, don't think. I think like that's kind of why, like, the new generation of kids sag their pants all the time so they can show a little bit of what they got. Cause, you know what I mean, just a little bit. Just, can we just sag just so you can see? Cause some of us are way bigger than the other guys. Like, you need to know this before when you go on a date. I mean, you don't want to go out. You see this big buff guys like 6'4", handsome, muscles everywhere, look like The Rock, and got like a 3-inch penis. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that. I don't want that. Women be doing that. They be hiding their beautiful bodies all the time. Like, you know who's like a world-class model's perfect specimen of an athlete? Mushroom. You ever see Mushroom, like a world-class dancer back there? She got all kind of muscles going on. You see her? You see her because she always wearing a big shirt and covered up. Like, she's working. But no, like I look at her calves, like, oh my God, like, how do you get that muscle right there? Like I've been working on that, like it's not coming, but she got that muscle. This other young lady's a real hot young lady, just like that. She's smart, she's funny, and she's always wearing a sweater so you can't see her. But I saw a picture on Instagram. She's a model, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Nelly Jones.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, King's Pizza. I don't know why I pretend I know how to work. I have a degree. I don't. Know what? Fuck it. All right, that's fine. Okay, you can quit twisting. Now you're patronizing me.
Sorry.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. All right. I'm testing out some new shit tonight, you guys. Okay. Tony, I do like. I like your campaign idea of feed the homeless and house the hungry. I do like that. That makes sense to me. No, today I finally applied for a new job, and I'm waiting to hear back. Yesterday was actually the second interview, and they asked me a question I was hoping they didn't, because I'm trying to hide the whole comedy identity, just because why not? I'd go with a little fake name and everything, and they're like, so please tell us something that isn't on your resume. And I was like, oh no. I do stand-up comedy. And everyone's like, oh my God, how fun, tell us a joke. And I was like, I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. And I'm really scared because I don't want them rummaging through YouTube, watching my bad Jew jokes. I don't think it's appropriate for anyone. It's like, we're workshopping that one, I promise. But I don't know if they'll get that. I've been trying to date more. It's not quite working out, but it's just weird to me. I think guys get a lot of their dating advice from Twitter or Instagram, little posts of like, make sure you get your girl this and that and do this for her. I'm like, no. What? My favorite is a guy I was trying to date recently. He was like, send me your measurements. I want to get you some clothes so that, you know, whenever you're over here, you'll have some clothes. To where I'm like, I can pack a bag. First of all. Second of all, look at me. You can, small, medium, there's 3 things. Like, just guess. If you know my measurements, if you know my inches and diameters, you're a fucking serial killer. I don't want you to know I don't want you to know any of that. That's just strange to me. I don't get it. No, I did just get back from Missouri though. Pretty sure you guys can guess how that went. Not much has changed. Just more corn. In fact, it's a soybean year. Making soybeans this year. Rotating that crop. It was very strange being home. This was the first time I went back in 2 years, and it's really annoying going home because anytime I do, I see a guy from high school outside the bar, and his first words are, so, Nell, you a Democrat now, or what are you up to? I was like, I'm just trying to get a beer, man. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to do that. Takes a big old puff of his Marlboro and he's like, they just blow it up, like way up. I'm like, why are you're spitting it into your nose? Is it not going into your brain cavity? But he just takes a big puff of his cigarette and he's like, I'm not getting that goddamn vaccine. I'm like, okay, that I didn't ask, but now that you mentioned it, why not? Which is this is the question you shouldn't ask. You're just like, don't know what's in it. I'm like, okay, what are you smoking there? What you got there? Marlboro Light. I know what's in it. And I was like, oh yeah, what's that? Nicotine. Okay, fabulous. So I tried to explain to people at home like a little bit more of, oh good, that's a sign, just leave it. I tried to explain to them about poi and just other Hawaiian stuff, like, oh, what's it like? And I tried explaining, you know, oh, I worked at the farmers markets, I did all that, I sold a bunch of Hawaiian food. And a buddy of mine was like, oh, I visited there recently, I had poi, I hated it. I was like, of course you did. How did you try to eat it? And he was like, I just had a couple spoonfuls out of the bowl. And I was like, you gotta think of it like this. How do you eat your French fries? Like, with ketchup. Like, okay, now think of poi as the ketchup, okay? So what you want to do is you want to get salty foods and dip it in the poi first. Understand what the poi does. That's the point of the lau and part of the pork. That's what makes sense about it. And then after you get the understanding of why poi tastes good on that food, then you like to eat it alone. Think of it like fries. You don't just drink ketchup. You take fries and you dip it. And then like a good American, you lick the plate of the ketchup left over. That's right. Okay, these are going well. Okay, I like to think that Karen has a racially conscious twin named Catherine. She just swoops in and tries to save everybody, but I guess that's basically just Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. I liked that one. Screw you guys. I like that one. Jack, I see your shoulders moving. I think that's a laugh. All right. Oh, this one's fun. I was driving around my hometown too, and I realized every single Catholic, Christian, every single private school was in the worst neighborhood ever. The worst part of town, worst neighborhoods. And I was like, I don't understand it. Like, Christian folks just walked around, they were like, I see poverty. Let's put up a school that nobody can afford to go to and make sure that they don't have the means of transportation to get to. Let's do that. Like, okay, why here though? I don't understand. It's like, you guys have the audacity to make these schools all in the name of Jesus, and then you put bars on the windows. Like, this is God's house. Let them in. This is God's house. Bible Belt Christians are weird. Bible Belt Christians are interesting. I had a friend from the Bay Area. Actually, she was talking about how she went to Bible study growing up, and how in high school she's like, oh, that's where I had my first glass of wine. Was with my Bible study group, and it was just great. It was a good group of women, and I was like, bitch, that is a book club. That is not Bible study. If you are from the Bible Belt, you know that that's not Bible study. Okay, if you don't leave your Bible study crying over sins you thought about committing, I'm sorry, you were at book club. You were at your Bay Area book club. That's actually something that makes me grateful to be from where I'm from, because a lot of people, I talk shit on Missouri, how can you not? But, I mean, they make some pretty tough people. We have the worst weather ever in every season of the year. It's a terrible place to live. There's nothing but corn. There's nothing but corn. And, well, other than racism, sexism, homophobia, but we'll just pack that, we'll shuck that out later. But it's so weird. I'm like, man, I had a friend who's from the Bay Area, and she was talking about, well, whenever I was diagnosed with my learning disability, and I was like, you're dyslexic, relax. I was like, you're not special. You're not special. Like, come on, I don't get it. Like, to romanticize the disabilities or issues. I'm like, nope, back home, they're just like, oh, that's that weirdo that gets nervous. That's just her. That's her. She's had a bad day for 7 years in a row. And that's it. Okay, that's all I got, Kings. Thank you. Woo. Woo.
Yeah, y'all, give it up for Nelly Jones. Nelly caught me. She dropped out at a very vulnerable moment out there. I'm out there rolling weed up and shit, and then you like, I'm done. It's so spooky out there. Y'all done seen some Rohan shit out there. Somebody just passed by and gave everybody high fives, yo. Just yo, I saw that, like, right? Yo, he's here. That's funny. I was like, yo, that's so spooky. Like, I've never seen, like, strangers just high five, other than Rohan. Like, motherfucker, this is a pandemic. Stop touching people! Coming up, this next young lady, probably the only one here more famous than me right now. Like, she got mad TV credits. She's gonna be a movie star one day. I predict she's gonna win an Oscar. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Julia!
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm super stoked to be here. I haven't been on stage in a while, and like, I'm fucking stoked. I've got a lot of new shit. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do one I've done before, and then I'm gonna do an all new. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Okay. So, there's so much creativity here in Hawaii. Like, that's why I love living here. There's so many TV shows and movies that shoot here. In fact, actually, you might recognize me from some of them. Oh my gosh, here's my monologue from Hawaii 5-0. Okay. Would you like the chicken or the fish? And scene. Thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate that. So last week I was shooting an episode of Magnum PI with the star Jay Hernandez. And after we were done shooting, they took us in a van back to where the dressing rooms were, and it was just the two of us. And we sat in dead silence the whole time. And I just kept thinking, do not fart. Like I did in the NCIS van. I mean, there were no stars, but I killed a couple of extras. These are the jokes, folks. These are the jokes. New material. Yeah, okay. So I'm aware I look like a tourist. I'm not. I was born and raised here. But when I go to restaurants and they ask for my address for contact tracing, they never believe I'm local. So when they ask, I'm like, oh, my address is 232 Hualani Drive, Honolulu, Hawaii. Hikimai 96822. I'm engaged, and I don't like saying I have a fiance. Oh, thank you. I don't like saying I have a fiance because it feels too fancy. I looked up the word, and the word fiance is French. It's from the French verb to promise. So now I'm just going to say, hi, this is Tony, and let me see if I can try and remember this joke. Hi, I win. Hi, this is Tony, and I promised him that his is the last penis I will ever put in my mouth. Or I could just say, hi, this is Tony, and we're engaged. I think his mom would prefer that. Okay, there we go. Tony and I are both lost our dad several years ago. I mean, mine died. I don't know what happened to his. No, they all died. Yay, Dad's dead. That's love. Woo! I'm having okay, guys, I'm a nerd, and I'm going to bring this out, okay? Because okay. See, Jasmine is being supportive of me right now, because this is all new fucking shit, and I'm a nerd, so we're going to do it like this. Jack is like, oh my God. Yeah, we're always saying stuff like, my dad would have loved you, I wish you could have met him. It's like, what else would we say to each other? Like, oh my God, like, I know my dad would have been on the fence about you, and if you met him, you'd be like, wow, Julia really overcame some bullshit. Jasmine, you're the best. Thank you for being so supportive. Okay, so I don't know if I'm getting too old for certain things, but I am getting hints. Like last night, I was at a restaurant, and the waiter, I tried to order kids mac and cheese, and the waiter was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like that's for kids 12 and under, so I'm gonna check with the chef if that's okay." And I was thinking, I was like, "Am I getting carded for mac and cheese? What else am I too old for? Like chicken McNuggets? What about apple juice?" Like, I mean, next thing you know, they'll say I'm too old for baby food. And it's like, no, that shit is delicious. It keeps you regular. And then she comes back, she's like, yeah, the chef only makes it for, you know, kids. And I was like, okay, great. Do you have some pasta? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, great. Just bring me some pasta and put some fucking cheese on it. And okay. Okay. So I once acted with a Nickelodeon teen star, and it was a fucking trip. Because in a scene, all he would do is make the same faces over and over again and call it acting. Like, I would say my line, and he'd be like, huh, 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 huh. It was like acting with a GIF. And I was like, this guy's not going to be in Hamlet anytime soon. He'd be like, huh, to be or not to be, huh, huh, huh. It got to the point where I was thinking, like, where'd you learn to act like that? The Royal Academy of Dramatic GIFs? I don't know. All right, DT. Okay, so your relationship to your vagina changes once you can no longer see it on a daily basis. Like, I know it's still there, but when I look down, I just see my boobs and 2 belly rolls. So I'm like, hello down there. And I just hear back up, help, help, help. I'm like, did I leave someone down there? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I never do this. I'm gonna tell a super short story. I never fucking do this. My jokes are like McTweets. I don't know how to fucking do it. Okay, let's try this shit. So I was doing this stand-up show, and my mom overhears me working on my set. She knows my act inside out, right? Yay, moms! Woo, yes! And I finally let her come to one of my shows. And I was trying to do crowd work. And I was like, hey, is anyone on the dating apps? And no one was saying anything. So she suddenly goes, Bumble! And I was like, oh shit. And then I was so rattled, I couldn't remember what I was supposed to say. So she was trying to cue me. She was like, you don't like the dating apps because they're so fake. And I was like, oh shit. And the lights were low, so I couldn't see. But the bouncer came, and as she was being escorted out, she just said the punchline. She was like, you don't like dating apps, they're so fake. You want to see true stuff on men's profiles like their medications. And it got the biggest laugh of the night, so now I'm opening for my mom. Alright, that's all I have to try tonight. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julia! Ladies and gentlemen, if you looking, we got a whole collection of white women. I love me some white women. I love some white women. Let me get that out the way. You know what happens when you date a white woman? Your credit score gets better by like 10%. Swear to God, like, if it wasn't for a white woman, I wouldn't even have a business right now. White women, they see you and they be like, they don't see a big mess of a man with bad credit. No, they see a fixer-upper and shit. They're like, well, I could work with him. I could work with him. They dig into my criminal record and be like, oh my God, you could get this expunged. Like, I'm like, I don't got a criminal record. This is nice. White women love you. Wasn't for, sometimes y'all doing too much though. It's a big pandemic going on. Y'all do too much though. With the Karens. Oh, well, this bad with the... I love him because y'all got good intentions, but I can't even really complain too much because I'm part Karen. Oh, we got fans coming in? Let them in. Here we go. We're going to let y'all dig in before the next meeting come on. Y'all.
They don't really want to listen.
These cats look... Y'all cats look like y'all military and shit. Like, come on in. You definitely military. You special forces. You look like you're the colonel and shit. That's the gay one. No, I'm messing with you, dog. You're the mustache. You like Super Mario. Oh shit. We got fuck King Koopa up. We gotta come together, ladies and gentlemen. As we got the new fellas in the stage, we got a treat for you. From the female comedian group, ladies and gentlemen, here is Erika Schwarzkopf.
Give it up for Paco! Alright, fellas.
I love your hair.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here tonight. I got my mom here tonight. Let's give it up for my mom. No one can give me shit too much because my mom is right here. And she's a 70s mom, so she doesn't take any shit. She's a 70s mom. She will correct the crowd if she needs to. As well you should, Mom. As well you should.
And she's cute.
And she's really cute. She's cute. She has a boyfriend. But he's old, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's a lot of young people in the audience tonight. Young people!
That's you, Brian. That's right.
I'm sorry, not young, just younger than me.
Okay.
But whatever. I'm just so happy to see you tonight here. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, as is my mom. Okay. People have heard. We have to speak with our inside voices, our inside. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is known for two things globally. Pay attention. Two things globally. The 3 Mile Island nuclear accident in 1979 and Hershey's chocolate. Radiation and chocolate. So, you're going to die of cancer, but it's going to taste good. I would stay away from those Hershey bars if I were you. Proximity. I'm just saying. Okay. Great to be here tonight. To be here tonight. We got some local people, I know. Local people making some noise. Local people! I've been here 34 years. I'm at the level where I can kill 25 roaches, wash hands, and make dinner. You? You're not at that level yet. It's okay. We're working on it. Crazy though here in Hawaii. So I got an iPhone, so I have Siri now, and I said, Siri, do you have Aloha? Shut up, you're too loud in the back, whatever. I said, Siri, do you have Aloha? And she said, would you like me to search the web or do you want a blowjob? I said, no, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I was at the food line the other day and they said, would you like 15 cents back or Hawaiian miles? And I said, that depends. Is Hawaiian miles attractive? Is he a nice guy? Because if not, I'll take the goddamn 15 cents. Because I'm not going to put up with some guy. I know I'm speaking to the crowd. What else do I have? I have some super spreader thighs. I wasn't asking for that. You can go to hell. Whatever. I was on the bus, and of course, it's COVID days, and you don't want to touch anybody. I was sitting down, and I knew I couldn't touch anybody, but my thighs had other reasons. And they continued to spread for the next 5 minutes until they reached some people or something. Some people or something. Yeah, you people with some skinny ass thighs don't know what I'm talking about. You people over here might. Yeah. No, even you are full of shit. No, you're like, yeah, fuck it. I don't know if you know this, but in a high school in Minnesota, they banned girls wearing leggings as pants. No, for real. They're like, cover up your daughters. It's a terrible thing. Well, it had gone a little too far. Once the girls started wearing lipstick on their camel toes. My friend had a baby recently. My friend had a baby and she was complaining. My friend was complaining that the kid was teething already. I'm not going to drink it on stage because if you're on a raised stage, you can't drink alcohol on stage. You're not going to drink. My friend was complaining that she had a baby already and the baby was teething. And I'm like, teething? What's that? Is that when you give a blowjob to a guy you don't like? Teething. You're not listening.
His blowjobs are the best.
I'm so sorry. Alright, I'm going to end with this. My husband and I, we don't have kids on purpose. I really like kids. I just don't want one of my own. I feel the same way about penises. Thank you very much. Come Tuesday, and I have a show at the Aloha Tower Beach House, and we get 7 different comics each week. And this coming Tuesday, Johnny Sparkle's headlining. So come out and see us. We'll give you back to your awesome host, Paco Loco.
Yeah, y'all! That's Erika Schwartzkopf. Don't blame me, blame her mama. Her mama right there, y'all. Blame her. Blame her. I'll be so nervous to do dick jokes in front of my mom and shit. She just go hard. Hard in the paint with the dick jokes in front of your mom. Like, wow. Oh, I got the bottle opener. Y'all want the bottle opener? Here we go, bottle opener. Give it up for the bottle opener, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. I used to do this trick where I could open bottles with my teeth. I would have done it, but that's Corona now. We can't do that no more. That's the only thing I learned in college. Ain't that fucked up? It's very useful. I open up anything. Like, the only thing I learned in college. Fucked up. That and I got a weed habit. I know how to roll weed real good. You legal? We're not selling this stuff. Y'all brought it in. Thanks a lot, y'all. We're going to keep the comedy going. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, he's way funnier than he looks. He looks funny too, yo. Make some noise for Ian Shepard.
That's right, guys. I'm super funny. Here we go, I guess. Is everybody drinking? Yeah. Hell yeah. Is anybody drinking Bud Light? Anybody know? Good. The only time you should ever drink Bud Light is if you're trying to quit drinking and you can't do it cold turkey, right? Make it a Bud Light. Well, what do you drink, Mr. High and Mighty? I drink IPAs, guys. Not only are they so gosh darn delicious, it lowers your sperm count, so it doubles as my birth control. Really works, guys? Yeah. I'm a little stoned right now, so we're going to get through this together if that's cool. All right. So here we go. New shit. A friend of mine, true story, a friend of mine got offered the best blowjob of his life. Right? He got offered the best blowjob of his life. We were discussing it. Like, if it's the best blowjob of your life, is it gay or is it an experience? What do you guys say?
Depends on if it's underway.
I know. We were talking about it though, and we both agreed that it was an experience, right? So I blew him. Yeah. All right, good. That one worked. All right. I just moved, guys. I just moved, right? I just moved because I had the worst roommate of my life, right? He would always eat my food, right? Eat my food. You're gonna eat my food. You're gonna sleep in my bed, wear my clothes, fuck my girlfriend. What the fuck? So I moved, right? He always had this weird thing regarding paper towels, right? So in that we couldn't use them in the house, right? Like, I was cooking us dinner, and I made a mess on the counter, and I went to wipe it up with a paper towel, and he's like, no, don't waste our paper towels. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. I was like, okay, geez Louise. I went to wash my hands, and then I went to dry them with a paper towel, and he's like, no, don't waste our paper towels. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. I was like, okay, fine. And then one day I really had to blow my nose, and we were out of toilet paper and Kleenex. So what did I do, you know? I used the paper towels. And then he got home and saw the wadded up paper towels in the trash can. And he thought that I had used the paper towels to clean up after I had some alone time by myself. You know? I was like, dude, no, I'd never do that. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. It's a little long. Thank you, person in the back. No, it's just, so I'm in a new house. I'm actually on the second floor, right? I'm on the second floor. I'm always like paranoid about like making too much noise when having sex on the second floor, right? Like, cause I have hard sex, right? Like I don't have rough sex, but I have hard sex because of my weight and the centrifugal force. Right. I don't know where to take that from there. All right. We'll figure it out. What else did I do? Yesterday I was watching this movie called Ice Road. Anybody see that on Netflix? Ice Road. Liam Neeson, man. Liam Neeson is the shit. Every movie, Liam Neeson has a new set of skills, and in this movie, his set of skills was driving on ice roads. All right? So he's driving on ice roads, and they have to, like, deliver this supplies to, like, this cave-in, right? And he's with his brother who's handicapped. And towards the end of the movie, the brother dies. Yeah, dramatic, sad death. And then Liam Neeson is able to resuscitate the brother, and everybody's happy. And then 10 minutes later, he dies again, but for real this time. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one either. All right. Spoiler alerts. I'm just spoiling Netflix show. Like, I also watched this show where, like, this person was on a plane, right, and they were having a heart attack, and someone's like, is there a doctor on board? And some guy's like, yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm like, how do people know? I've watched enough ER growing up that I could fake it good for at least 3 minutes. No? Alright, fine. Whatever, guys. Once I'm through the new stuff, I'll get to some old shit. Hold on, I got two more. Two, sir. Yeah. Growing up, my mom would always tell me, don't waste the electricity, right? But electricity was fun, right? You know, woo, you can flicker the lights. She should have just said, don't waste my fucking money. Right? No? Okay, good. I worded that wrong anyway. I'm a boyfriend now, guys. I'm a boyfriend now, by the way. Yeah? I want to make sure I say this correctly. I am a boyfriend now. I don't have a boyfriend now. Yeah. I'm dating a younger woman, though. She uses terms like sus and fam, right? And I use terms like skedaddle. No? Not dating her. Right. No, anybody else is skedaddle? I know. I don't think I take things serious enough to be a good boyfriend, though. She texted me the other day, and she's like, I think some guy's stalking me at Target. And I'm like, are you saying you're his target? That's bad. Yeah, thank you. Jack liked it. Jack, show up in the back, everybody. So I actually lied earlier, guys. I don't drink anymore. I'm actually a sober person. Yeah. Oh, thank you. One person gives a shit. I joined a 12-step program, but I've already relapsed so many times that I'm on like step 72, right? It's like that terrible Brian McKnight step song. Do you know that one, sir? Where he's just like, 1, I wanna be sober. 2, I finally have some hope. And 3, yes, I'm finally free. Wait, is that shot over there for me? And 4, repeat steps 1, 2, 3. 5, send out some drunk texties whenever I believe I'm finally done. And then That's what sobriety is like. Thank you, ma'am, for sobriety. That's right. I'm Filipino on my mom's side, and we love to karaoke. On my dad's side, I'm an alcoholic, people, so we don't do that anymore. I am Filipino, though. You know, I moved back to Hawaii 2 years ago, and it was great moving back to Hawaii, where I am Filipino again, right? Because when I was in California, I was Mexican. In New York, I was Puerto Rican. And in my brief stay in Virginia, guys, I was black in Virginia. When I flew back here, though, they made me fill out this thing called an agriculture declaration form on the plane. You guys know what that is? It's where I have to declare fruits and vegetables. First of all, they could have taken one look at me and been like, yeah, you don't need to fill out this form. You don't need fruits and vegetables. But the messed up thing, sir, about this form is if you don't fill out this form, you can get fined up to $2,000 or spend up to a year in jail. But what they don't do, new people in the back, is provide you with a pen. Like, instead you have to count on the kokua of your neighbor, and I've worked in offices my entire life, people, and I know if you lend somebody your pen, I'm not seeing that shit ever again. And the lady next to me, she was eyeing me up. I knew she wanted to ask me for my pen. I'm just thinking, fuck you, you're going to jail. Right?